Honker buffet.
Is a buffet for peasants, mainly?
Depends where you go.
The dessert swap strat.
Where can we get good buffet?
Las Vegas has a lot of good buffets.
I've heard this. Actually.
Well, I mean,
you'll pay like $100.
But isn't it like
$200.
mainly buffets? In
it's
Las
all
Vegas?
buffets.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
I stayed because Aki's from Vegas,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like literally every third day is a buffet. And after a while, I'm just
can't do
like, bruh, can we have like something else? Just like a single meal.
I get it though, because you're just gonna sit there and gamble all night. So like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you like just stuff yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Well,
be like,
if you've been like, if you've been like walking around on the strip all day,
Yeah.
and you have enough room, then
Yeah.
yeah, of course, a buffet is fantastic. But if I'm like fucking lazily sitting around in a house, and then sometimes Aki's mom's like, let's go to a buffet. I'm like, no,
Please no.
no, I can't.
But they have no time limit. You could be there all day, kind of.
Actually, some of them look amazing as well. I think I saw some YouTube videos of them, and it's like Michelin star chefs or something
Yeah,
working
yeah,
in these
yeah,
things.
Yeah,
And
we've
it's like,
we've been to all of them, and some of them are fucking amazing. But
Did
it's
you
also
go on
like
the
a
buffet bus tour? You get a pass, and
no, I
it
haven't.
takes you around to all the buffets.
No, I haven't. I know a friend who.
Why
went
would you
on that.
want to have a pass to take you on the same day?
I've always wanted to go.
dude, when I start eating,
That's like
this-
a buffet of a buffet.
Yeah, that's literally.
No, I want to.
that sounds horrible. When I start eating, I don't want to stop until I'm done,
Yeah.
and then when I'm done, I stop.
Yeah. Because the worst thing is when you are
I don't want
like,
to be timed for my meal.
yeah, and the worst thing is if you
Get on the bus, we're going.
if you start a meal and you're not totally full, but then you stop
Yeah.
because you stop anyway because you got to leave or you got to
Yeah.
do something else, and then you kind of become full, but not the satisfying full.
Yeah.
You just like
the bloated full, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah, and that sounds like an awful experience.
Yeah.
If you had to do that on the same day on a
It's
buffet.
fun for like college student aged people, I think, when you have a lot
Unfortunately,
of
there is
room.
Yeah,
not a
they
single
love buses.
Wait, well, why don't you just go to one buffet then instead of
Yeah.
like going to
I wouldn't go
multiple?
buffet now though, but I did used to really like buffets.
I mean, I still do love buffets. It's just that there's a time and a place for it. I can't have it every day.
Yeah, I can't have
Yeah,
it every
yeah.
Right.
Wait,
Like
how do you
once a
rate
year.
buffets then? Because there's so many different
I
types of
can't
food.
rate buffets. I didn't do Google reviews back when I was eating.
Have
at
you had?
buffets.
What about Japan buffets? Have you had the buffets here?
Yeah, I've had. I took you guys. I think only Connor and Garnt.
Did we? We went to
Yeah,
a buffet?
Nabezo. It's a hot pot buffet.
Oh, that doesn't.
Oh,
really-
That is a buffet.
count.
That's a
to
buffet.
me, it's not a buffet. If you have to ask the guy to come over and then you order more stuff.
Yeah, but then you go over to the vegetable section. You get your own vegetables.
I do
That's
like that
not a
one, though.
buffet.
That is
I
a
wouldn't
buffet.
count that as
That's a
buffet, though.
salad bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a fucking
That's just
salad.
a self-serve salad bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say because buffet to me is truly like everything is you can go up and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like when there's a block of you have to call someone over and be like, can I have more meat?
That's how you get the fresh one.
But you can also like go up to like the chef at the buffet and be like, "Can you get me the fresher one?"
And depending at the buffet. I know the
Yeah.
Las Vegas ones.
Yeah,
have
Vegas you can do
There's
that.
some really weird buffets in Japan though. I went to one near the
Like the sweets buffet.
I don't know which-
Company
it's
has
like a-
buffet parts. Didn't you?
It's like an
guys
American
go?
chain or something.
American chain here.
It's apparently supposed to be an American dining chain.
Sizzler.
Sizzler, is that what the way? No, was it Sizzler?
Sizzler in Japan has like the famous salad buffet bar.
Yeah, and it was the most.
There's Sizzlers in Japan.
Yeah, there's
Oh my
Sizzler in
God.
Shinjuku.
And it was like the.
Wow.
I think I went to one in Tokyo Stadium or Iidabashi Stadium, the one near Iidabashi.
Right.
It's like a
Iidabashi
stadium,
has
the
one?
massive stadium, the park,
Tokyo Dome.
Tokyo Dome. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
There was one in there,
There's a Sizzler.
or some form of chain, and I went to
Bubba
it.
Gumps.
I don't know, it wasn't Bubba Gumps. I went to it and I was like, all right, what's going to be on the buffet? It was the weirdest selection of stuff you can imagine.
Right.
It was like, the dessert was like first in the buffet as well. So it was like ice cream and like French toast, but this was like 5 p.m. And I was
What do you
like,
mean first in the buffet?
like
Like
when
first
you
in
get
line.
your tray and stuff,
Oh.
the dessert was there first.
Oh, weird.
And then I was like, okay. And then next to it is like self-service taco station, but there was no salsa or guac. So it was just like beef
Salsa.
So this is
And-
beef wrapped up.
and the tortilla.
yeah.
Tortilla.
Right.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. Fuck. Both of those.
Mexicans crying.
Yeah. It was just beef. It was just
Salsa
beef.
and
It
tortilla.
was just beef and tortilla.
Yeah. There you go.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Next up, it's like pasta,
Yeah.
like Italian pasta, and it was like I don't know what this pasta was. It didn't taste like anything. It tasted like a weird arrabbiata.
Yeah.
It was really
Right.
strange. And then in the middle, there was like a bunch of salad, but the salad was strange as well. There was like barely any lettuce. There was like chopped oranges, like a bunch of croutons and stuff. I was like, what is
Is
this?
this in the hotel?
Yeah, next to it.
The hotel buffet.
No, it wasn't a part of the hotel. It It was like but there was a
Tokyo Dome
next to
Hotel
it.
also has buffets.
Yeah, I was so confusing, and it was just the weirdest. I've never seen a buffet like it, and half the stuff was terrible, and they didn't have a coffee machine or anything. It was just water. It was just water.
Peasants.
Instant soft.
Yeah, it was just water. Just water. And if you wanted the soft drink, you had to order it.
That's actually normal in a lot of buffet
What?
places. In England
Why?
as well. Because that's how they make the money. Because you have to pay for the
We
drinks,
pay for
right?
the drinks in the UK.
Some buffet places, a lot of buffet places, the
I
drinks
thought they
aren't
charged for
included.
alcoholic drinks.
Oh no, they charge for like normal drinks as well, and that's like the secret of how they make the money, right? Because you have to order the drinks separately, but the food is like all you can eat.
Right.
So I mean that's more standard.
How
but,
much are buffets in the UK?
Oh, it can like depend.
Tenner is like standard. You can go like pretty high end and get like £20, 25.
Really in the south, it's like 20 to 30.
Oh shit! Really? Up
Yeah,
north,
yeah.
it's not. It's like a tenner.
Oh my god!
north.
I was like up north. Oh my god!
I never
That's
saw
so cheap.
buffets around where I was. I think they were like never more than 20, and 20 was like premium.
Is it like
Oh my
farm
God.
produce in your area?
You can't eat out in the south for like less than 15 quid. Like 15 quid's like the
Oh,
cheap
'cause
cheap restaurants.
You could go to any restaurant and get a main for like £10, like in like a fresh main that's prepared well. So why would you go to a buffet and stuff yourself full of chips and rice and pay 15 quid?
Fair enough.
Buffets are just fun for family, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, because you can challenge people.
Just to get your kid to shut up and run away, right?
Challenge
Well,
people
what do you challenge people?
Like who
who
eat
can
the-
conquer it first.
How many plates can you eat?
Pretend you're Matt
something?
Stoney at the local buffet.
Isn't that fun? Did you do that as a teenager?
You only eat one plate.
Yeah.
Peasant. I eat
Well,
two
when I was
plates.
a teenager, I did think it was really cool. And there was an all-you-can-eat buffet one time, and for pizza.
Did you wear buffet pants?
What?
Like
There's an,
stretchy
there's an
pants.
all-you-can-eat buffet pizza chain here in Japan as well. Yeah, called Shakey's.
Oh,
That's
I've heard about
American.
this.
Yeah, that's
wait.
it's
In
American.
Baba, they
But
have.
wait, can we go back to that?
Can we go back to the buffet pants? What the fuck is a buffet pants?
I didn't even hear that.
She said buffet.
Yeah, she was like, "Do you wear
It's just
buffet
sweats,
pants?"
so you can put the elastic band over your stomach when you're done eating.
That sounds like the most American invention I've ever
Everyone
heard
did
of.
it in my
No.
circle.
In San
No.
Francisco?
In my circle. When we were like, let's go to the buffet, and then we change our pants.
I remember we went to.
What?
Wait. Oh yeah.
What? This sounds like a parody.
No, it's
Are you
real.
serious?
It's real. Well, in my friend group,
In
we
your-
get
Did
the.
other friend groups do this as
Yeah.
well?
I don't know.
Was
'cause-
this like a just your friend group type of thing?
No, it was like more than 20 people.
How much does a buffet cost in San Francisco?
An arm and a leg.
$40?
$40.
This was like 8 years ago, though.
So
What,
it's
like
only gotten
$90?
more now.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how much Vegas buffets are. They're like $40-$50.
Are they worth it?
Fuck.
I
They don't
mean,
taste
if it was
good.
like-
Don't
if it
eat,
was a
don't
good
eat
one.
those
They
buffets.
don't taste good.
the high end ones though, where you pay a little extra, like $80-$90, is like worth it.
$80-$90 for a buffet.
Yeah.
What?
But like,
Did
they're,
you get like sirloin steak on demand?
yeah,
Crab,
Oh, okay,
crab.
okay,
You
okay.
actually-
It's about the
okay, you know
crab.
what? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
You
Okay.
actually get like top tier food at those buffets.
All right,
like,
okay,
it's
okay,
actually
I'm down.
worth it. Yeah, but the
I mean-
$50 ones, in my opinion, maybe, but half the time not worth it.
Yeah, I mean-
$2,000 and then spend $90 on steak.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
I mean, that's just like sounds so alien to me because, like, in the UK, I don't think that kind of buffet exists. Buffets exist as like a
Good food
cheap
doesn't exist.
alternative to eating a lot of food. If you just
Right.
want to order a lot of food, eat a shit ton of food, you don't really care about the quality.
Were there a lot of Indian curry buffets? Because in SF, certain areas.
Pretty much every buffet in the UK has Indian curry in it.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
really?
honest, they're pretty bad though. They're really fucking
Really?
bad.
I mean, I would argue that pretty like 90. Actually, I don't think I've ever been to a good buffet place in the UK. In terms of like, this is good food. You go there to eat a shit ton of food and you trick your brain into thinking it tastes good because you're eating so much food.
Right,
but in
right.
reality, it just tastes like shit.
I think that's most buffets.
I just hate like the whole plate situation with buffets, you know, because when you get a dish, right, that you've hand selected, it's normally perfectly fit for that plate. You know, when you start going around the buffet and you start putting things on, I don't want some of the foods touching.
Yeah.
And like, I hate that because I'm like, well, you know, I don't want this saucy dish to touch the thing that's supposed to be like dry.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of a mess. And
Get
if
another
there's, like,
plate.
But if there is sauce, it's like, all right, if this dish has a lot of sauce, how do I kind of like integrate this with my other food
Yeah.
selection on my plate?
I've honestly never cared because I'm like, at the end of the day, this is all going to turn into shit. So it doesn't matter to me.
So
It's all going.
No, I agree.
You just get a new plate.
You can't just say whatever goes in your mouth is shit. So why give a fuck?
I actually don't.
Because like I'm the guy at the
You should just
buffet.
eat like cement.
I'm the guy at the buffet who has like fucking 3 different plates, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't like something
I
just
do.
can't mix.
I take the
Right.
plate. I go and get another plate to like make sure
Yeah.
the dishes are the right.
You don't get the
plate.
food, put it down, eat it, and then go again.
No.
No, because that's too much effort.
What if you change your mind though after you eat the first plate?
Just throw it away.
It's all going to get thrown out anyway.
What if you take? Because sometimes I've taken too much of something starchy, and I've been like, shit, I can't eat this. This is prime real estate in my stomach. I can't have another bread roll,
Just chew
so I
it.
just leave it.
Because in Vegas, apparently,
I never get bread when I'm in a buffet.
I'm kidding. I would never get bread.
You
I
mad
know
man?
good bread.
Because in Vegas, apparently, it's a law now that all the buffet places, at the end of every day, they have to throw out like everything. Because there was this lawsuit that deadass, I read about this. There was this lawsuit that happened a couple of years ago where they kept some of the food and like stored it in like the behind like the store. And some homeless guy came up, ate it, got food poisoning, sued the buffet place and won.
What?
Well, hopefully you got a nice home.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
What?
And so
Only in
now
America.
in the
Only
Only
yeah.
in America.
and now in Vegas, I don't know about the whole state of Nevada, but in Vegas, every buffet place legally has to throw out every single food that's left on that day and make it fresh the next day. So I can't imagine how much
I mean,
food
that's good
they
for
fucking away.
customers though, but
Yeah.
unfortunately terrible for.
It's also a waste of a shitload of food.
You'd wish they just gave it away, but it's logistically it's quite hard to just
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
away a lot of food.
Like donate it to the shelters.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think some coffee chains in the UK, especially London, I think like Pret does it, where like at the end of the day, someone will come in, get all the sandwiches that didn't sell, and then just at that night go and take them to homeless people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
The
that makes
the
more
night
sense.
off,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're still like good to eat.
Yeah, that makes more
exactly.
sense.